Adamu Garuba, Runo Omokri blast governors for attending wedding party as national issues and crisis goes on. We are all aware that, the army personnel who died during a plane crash were being buried yesterday because according to, they are Muslims, you see, and according to Islamic rites, they have to bury the dead, I think, within 24 hours. I'm not very sure, but I know it's within that. I know it does not stay long. They don't give a room or opportunity for the corpse to be left, and to be buried some later time. They bury as soon as possible. I'm aware of that, if I'm very correct. So what happened? We are all aware that the chief of army staff, who newly appointed just in January, not up to 6 months in that very position, was involved in a plane crash. Not just himself, but other top security personnel. I'm talking about in the ranks of the army. And so they were being buried yesterday according to Muslim rites, yes. And guess what? Why people were being buried? Other nations of the earth will respect their heroes. Buhari was unavoidably absent, with only God know whatever reasons. You see the kind of mindset and the kind of people we have as leadership and what they are communicating by their body language. The governors, you see them sitting down and enjoying, and it's just, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if this is your first time. It's very shameful. Adamu Garuba, Runo Mukri, blast governors for attending wedding as national issues go on, mourning with regards to victims in plane crash. Earlier yesterday, the country was in sore mood as the remains of crash victims of an ill-fated Beechcraft 350 aircraft was contained to Mother Earth. Why this was ongoing, it was reported that some state governors were in Kanu. Can you see that if someone says that this thing is planned, someone will say, why are you saying like that? They don't say that they were murdered. Let's just continue. We'll give our analysis at the end, okay? Why this was ongoing, it was reported that some governors were in Kanu State partying away as they attend the wedding ceremony of the son of the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami. Are you listening? This has caused an outrage as some Nigerians went on to berate the actions of the governor, adding that they had no respect for the late generals who died serving the country. Recall, the officers include the Chief of Army Staff, General Ibrahim, had lost his life when the plane went down and crashed in Kaduna, just the border to Kano airport on Friday evening. And there were 11 officers who lost their lives. There is even one newlywed. The absence of the president is more disgusting than you can ever imagine. Okay? This has raised an eyebrow as Nigerians begin to question the level of respect the army uniform really has. You can see people we call leaders. It's not. I'm just so anxious to say something. But let's finish. Some notable personalities who question the governor's actions include former presidential aspirant Adamu Garuba, a former presidential aide Runo Omokri, among others. And I don't want to even read Nigerians' communication to you. You will feel very bad. On a more serious note, just imagine that, look, one of the generals that died, yes, is a newlywed. What I mean by that is he just got married barely a year. Barely a year. So I don't know if they've had a child and all that, but he just got married barely 1 year when all these things happened. Listen, guys, it's a pity there is no sense of true federalism, and there are no laws and order. There is no law and order in place that calls for people to be responsible. And these are people that are supposed to be communicating what the nation, the value, what it reflects. However, This has not been felt by Nigerians in any way, form, or kind. These people continue to do their own bid, their own thing. This is a man who was serving. And what was his main crime? His main crime was asking for weapons. Remember that some army, if you remember precisely, Apple Live Media, we produced you a video where Femi Falana's son, was talking about some army that was unduly condemned. These are people's sons, so children. I'm calling them people's children. These are men that have wives and children, but because they are serving in the army. So whatever age you are still a child to your parents. Yes, you are still your parents' baby, child, so to say. So please get my terms of saying people's children when I'm referring in that term. These are people's children that were condemned to death. About 3,000 plus of them. And Femi Falana's son took it upon himself to defend the army. And he was talking about those who have been released. And these people were condemned in the army courts. What was their offense? They spoke up, saying that there were no weapons. And that where are the weapons? The nation apparently produced to Nigerian in the national budget was allocated billions to the army for them to buy weapons to be able to fight insurgents. So you can see that, and guess what? Because of that, it's assumed in the army, you don't have a right to talk. Like a cow, which they want to turn Nigeria into. When they say go, you move without looking back. When they say come, you move without stopping until they stay stop, even if you are crashing into the wall. There is no room or position for common sense. Do you see where we are coming from? This is what is going on in Nigeria, and everybody thinks it's all right. People are dying, and some people just feel it's okay. You see why the country is where it is today. You see why? These are some of the reasons. And until we begin to go back to what really matters and give a real definition to what we call, life, I don't think we're going anywhere in a hurry, because all that is being indicated and communicated is as though these people were killed because they were intruding too much, or they've encroached into some terrain beyond where they should. But I'd like you to leave us a comment. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe, click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless you. Have a good day. Bye for now.